Yo, it's your boy James over at XpectoGO, bringing you guys the latest and greatest in fun and hype gaming content. And today, here are our top 10 details revealed about the upcoming game Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a single-player, first-person action-adventure game where you'll be able to play as the legendary and iconic archaeologist Indiana Jones. Sinister forces are scouring the globe for the secret to an ancient power connected to the Great Circle, and only one person can stop them: Indiana. Portrayed by Troy Baker, the actor who played the popular character Joel from The Last of Us games, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle gives players a rich, cinematic action-adventure game where you'll be able to experience different locations and landmarks ripe for exploring and riddled with obstacles, puzzles, enemies, and mysteries, experienced all through the eyes of Indy himself. In association with Lucasfilm Games, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is developed by MachineGames, the award-winning studio behind the recent Wolfenstein series, and executive produced by Hall of Fame game designer Todd Howard. And I quote, "We've just got these ties to the character that go back decades," says game director. "There are a lot of Indiana Jones fans at MachineGames. Most of us grew up with Indy and fell in love with the movies and the character when we were young. From their approach to crafting unique and believable stories and characters to their over-the-top and unforgettable set pieces, MachineGames looks to be the perfect studio to bring Indiana Jones to modern gaming," which I love hearing. I had similar experience interacting and talking with developers who are massive fans of the IP they were currently developing a game on. That game turned out to be the best-selling game of 2023 in the US. So I'm excited to see the final result of all the passion, love, and care put into this Indiana Jones game from fans like me, who just so happens to be talented developers. With all this excitement though, where can you play this highly anticipated game? Well, like Hi-Fi Rush and Starfield in 2023, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will release to the public as an Xbox exclusive, releasing only on the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PC, and day one on the Game Pass. So PlayStation and Nintendo Switch owners looking to wear the fedora and crack the whip as Indy on your consoles, you won't be able to. This is honestly a huge exclusive for Xbox, nabbing a massive and legendary IP that inspired popular games like Tomb Raider and Uncharted. And with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Xbox is looking to have two successful launches of highly anticipated games in back-to-back years, with Starfield just a couple of months ago and now Indiana Jones. Now, when can we get our hands on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Well, while the official gameplay reveal trailer didn't give us an exact release date, they did reveal a release year and window, late 2024, which is usually around holiday time period in the US, placing the release in either October, November, or December of this year. Let me know down in the comment sections below, when do you think Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be releasing? And while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe button. Is greatly appreciated. To fully immerse yourself as Indy, you will be playing in first person. And I quote, "You aren't just playing as Indiana Jones, you are Indiana Jones. Experience this journey through his eyes," says MachineGames, putting you literally in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. Cinematic cutscenes and some traversal, though, will be in third person, so you can experience iconic moments like in the movies. I personally love the first-person perspective. It's how I played Starfield and Skyrim before that. So for me, it puts me up close and personal to the action, whether cracking our whips or solving ancient puzzles or punching our way out of a fight. And I quote, "Our game is about putting you in the shoes of an iconic hero," says designer-director Jens Anderson. "Since we are doing this mostly in first person, you have the chance to truly become Indy. First person makes you part of this world, allowing you to explore and experience things more intimately." Embarking on this mysterious journey as the protagonist Indiana Jones, he will not be the only protagonist in the game. Gina is a new character introduced to the Indiana Jones lore, where Indy is curious about the situation Gina has personal stakes in this mystery. As an investigative reporter, she's been tracking this mystery for some time and has a lot riding on this adventure. And it's said they'll need each other. Now, as a fellow protagonist, will we, the players, play as Gina as well as Indy? Sort of like Mary Jane in the Marvel Spider-Man games. Speaking of characters, we do see returning lore characters in the gameplay reveal trailer that fans of Indiana Jones will love. Namely, Dr. Marcus Brody. If you didn't know, Dr. Marcus Brody is a British academic and curator who has known Indy since childhood. Marcus is close friends with Indiana Jones's father, Henry Jones Sr., and served as a surrogate father-like figure to Indy. Seen in Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade movies, during the Great Circle, Marcus should be a curator at the National Museum, which might be the scene shown where Indy and this mysterious villain meet. I hope we see more or other known characters from the Indiana Jones movies, or at least mentions, specifically his father, played by Sean Connery. The time period of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is also set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade, with the year being 1937, a year after the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark movie and 2 years after Temple of Doom, since that movie is a prequel. By this time, Indy is working as a professor at Marshall College, which is where we see him in The Last Crusade. This time period is perfect in my opinion, and the events in the Great Circle could lead right into The Last Crusade, where Indy's father, Henry Jones, was kidnapped. Although this is an action-adventure game, Indy is a professor, so he's clever, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. Because of that, the puzzles in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle forces you to use your wits to get through situations, making you think first. Again, going for an authentic and immersive in the experience. But there will be some obstacles that require the combination of Indy's wit and skill with his revolver or whip, offering different ways to approach solutions in game, which I am so hyped to explore. Speaking of explore, no Indy experience is authentic without traveling to exotic and established world locations. Different locations like the Himalayas, Egypt, and more, allowing you to explore and experience things just as Indy would. I honestly feel like we're just scratching the surface on what experiences MachineGames is going to be giving us fans while playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Count on XpectoGO to be bringing you guys the latest and greatest and fun and hype Indiana Jones content. Until then, check out my reaction video to the gameplay reveal trailer on the right. Thank you guys so much for watching the video and hanging out with your boy. Special shout out to the Patronus Squad who brings magic by supporting the channel daily. I hope you all have a magical day. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time.